Alright, I think that's everybody except Logan. Let him finish his cigarette. The last of the dead villagers here falls to the ground.
Provide a sigh of relief and look back and make sure everybody's okay. I think that's the last of them.
What was that thing back in the cavern?
God knows, but I grabbed its beak for whatever reason. Are we all still in one piece, or did we lose anybody?
Barely here, but I'm here.
Fitz splashed some blood on me when he came by. Somebody might want to look to that.
I'm not doing well myself. I can survive for now. Alright, I'm gonna step forward into this room and get a good look of the room.
Okay.
I'll go ahead and take second because Fitz is so badly injured. Put him in the safety spot in the middle.
This is a really big room. There's stone steps that lead up to a dais on the southern wall. There's carvings that were on the wall at some point, but they've long ago been eroded by water. There's water running down the wall on the west side and dripping through a crack in the floor of the room. There's piles of stone everywhere. But there are no more dead villagers.
Slayed them all. See how much glad I stood in that hallway.
Yeah, it worked out. So we have stairs down, we have this room, and then a hallway that goes further down.
And
Back to the group.
And a branch that probably goes back up to that rubble collapse.
Yep. What should we do? What's the vote here? Fitz is in bad shape.
I'd be willing to kind of go forward and stealth through and kind of reveal some of the map to make sure that we're not going to get ambushed here. We're out of combat, right?
Yeah.
So I can just kind of freely move.
Why do we pull back? Let Logan scout, and you two. Is there any way? Can we bind your wounds or anything?
That's a stealth roll.
They're well enough for now. Seeing some sort of healing. I don't think I can do much more for myself.
Yeah, this is definitely Logan, the other side of that blocked area.
I'm gonna walk in here and take a seat on these steps.
I'm going to roll a perception check on this room real quick before I walk into it.
Yep.
don't think that was Dora's intention.
Nothing
No,
there.
it was. My map got fucked up, so I had to replay some stuff. But yeah, there's 3 zombies there.
Are they like the dice that if you keep pressing the button, they just like multiply?
Sort of, yeah.
That's awesome.
But roll initiative. Wappa, this room is covered in moss. There's puddles of water everywhere. This place looks like it's disintegrating more than anywhere else you've seen so far. The ceiling's cracked in a bunch of places. Water's dripping from above. There's a chunk of stone the size of a man's head that falls out of the ceiling just as you're standing here. And there's 3 dead men.
Did my stealth roll protect me from being seen?
You have not yet been seen.
Do I need to continue to stealth check to get back down the hallway?
You can use the same stealth check. I assume you don't change your behavior, so you peek in there, you see 3 dead things, and then you creep back the other way.
I'm up on the dais, just looking around to see what is up there, whether there's anything interesting. While
There's
waiting.
some old carvings on the wall. You can run your fingers over them, but it's hard to make out what they once were. Otherwise, it's empty.
Very quietly, kind of hand signal to the party. 3 zombies around the corner.
What's the hand signal for zombie?
I stick my tongue out or roll my eyes up to where they're totally white.
It's pretty good. Accurate portrayal.
Kind of limp wrist my hands in front of me and bite my left ear.
We should probably kill them, even in a injured state. We don't want them creeping up on us while we're idling about. Maybe we could draw them down the corridor with sound, and you and Fitz could fill them with arrows. Let's make those bows work for us. By the way, did you guys collect your arrows from the previous combat? I don't think you
Yep.
did.
I did.
No, I did not.
It's a good thing I bought extra because I'm fit. Got, I think 16 left.
How many Fitz?
12.
We got enough. Logan whispers to a Doleman, play us a tune.
Will do. And the one will begin playing loudly and in the direction of the hallway Logan came from.
Okay. Predictably, dead men, you hear them shuffling through the hallways, and they start coming around the corner.
So I can duck around the corner, cast, and duck back, right?
Yep.
See whether acid splash works better for me than apparently was working for you.
I think I hit with it 1 time. Out of like 4
Tossing.
tries.
globes of acid everywhere last game.
Oh, okay. So he just has to do a dexterity save, right?
Yeah. I think. Let me see. That dead villager just rolled an 18 on its dex save.
Is it a dex save or miss, or is it damage and then dex save for half damage?
I have to look at the spell.
1d6 damage. It's nah. It's just save or don't.
Okay.
It's just a cantrip. It's not a real spell.
Acid splash is cursed.
Sorry, forgot to pass.
Is everyone in position?
Yep.
I'll go ahead and equip my rapier and move into position next to Torque.
Okay. So I guess I have like a zombie slaying assembly line going on here.
Yeah. We're getting fucking efficient with this shit now that our HP's low.
I will attack him.
I assume you're stepping out to shoot, not shooting over them.
Mhm.
One down. I guess technically it's Amir's turn before the second zombie, but we're moving with zombie efficiency here.
Right up there. What's the distance between me and that zombie?
About 20 feet.
25.
So this grid is laid out in sort of a weird way. I'm going to assume Amir is there, and I'm going to assume, Logan, you're like hugging the wall next to him.
I'll actually have to move there in order to hit with my axe. So I'll unsling one of my throwing axes. I forgot to get my other one. I'll have to get that one later. And, like, step forward into the throw as I chuck it down the hallway. Hello.
That was a good hand axe throw.
Do I have to do anything for the damage here, or does it automatically know I crit?
It automatically knows you crit.
Right. And then I'll use my bonus action to draw my sword and stand ready.
So if the one in the front is pretty much dead at this point, and I want to shoot the one in the back, what kind of a negative am I looking at?
You can probably hit it, but you're gonna have like a -5 because it has almost almost entirely covered between Amir and its compatriot.
Because the damn dwarf keeps stepping in front of me.
I mean, the dwarf you can shoot over, but the other
Right.
zombies are kind of.
I got a pretty good chance to hit. Yep. There you go.
Yeah,
Minus how much?
they're not dodgy. -5. Oh, you didn't apply the -5. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a miss.
Not dodging unless you cast acid at them.
Yeah. They have good deck saves.
Yeah,
I'm gonna ready my handy hammer, and as soon as one of them comes around that corner, I'm gonna pop him in the head.
okay. I'm gonna assume that deck save was it just conveniently like slipped on a patch of moss and caught itself at the same time you threw acid at it.
I impatiently tap my rapier on the floor, but don't move positions and pass turn.
You said I could move into this like little half thing, and
Yeah, but I mean it's still gonna give you -2 to hit.
okay. Uh,
Partial cover.
all right. Well,
Pow.
They got crit twice.
Goes through the first one into the other one.
wait, do I roll damage or anything?
Yeah,
just roll damage.
just roll damage
okay.
like normal. Welp. And a hand axe in the throat and a arrow right through the skull.
I'm trying to pass and it's not working. Okay, there you go.
Already my turn again, huh?
We're getting efficient.
I'm gonna move there and ready reflex action. When it comes up, I'll attack it. Should give me an attack and then an attack no opportunity if it goes past me.
Yep. So go ahead and make your reflex action if you want to.
Oh, what?
There's the good hits.
What the fuck were all these rolls against the thing with the tentacles? Yeah, I'll lean against the wall. It's stupid and doesn't know I'm there, I assume. So as when it comes up, I just half step around the corner and thrust forward with my blade.
It spins, and as it spins, it almost pulls the sword out of your hand, but not quite.
Is it close enough for me to get my reflex action on him?
It's in melee range, so yeah.
Just a move in. Oh, did you have a reflex action?
Yeah, I was holding my attack for I said I was prepping my hammer. As soon as I saw them come around the corner, I was going to hit him in the head.
He basically got his hammer up over his head, just waiting for it to clear the corner. Just smashed
But
the shit out of
but
it.
I missed. I was anticipating too much.
3 crits in a row and then a miss.
If it hadn't spun to attack Amir, you would hit it, but it stopped and spun when it got stabbed.
This thing's not gonna hit me. I'm not worried about it. Good.
Crit.
That's
It
a little 19.
absolutely misses you. It's off balance.
Save your arrows. Just stab that bitch.
Move right here. Just keep my longbow in my hand and draw one of my swords. And squish.
All gone.
Alrighty.
Woo!
A mighty cheer goes up.
I am going to re-roll that stealth and move over to here. And see what I can see.
Careful, that room's crumbling.
This
I'm
room
gonna go
is
sit back on the stairs.
very unstable.
I'll pat Jorgrim on the shoulder and Alderman as I walk by. Good job, boys. And I'll go get my axe from over here that I left in the thing's head.
I'll grumble as I get patted. Spoiled my blow. I'd have had that kill.
Who's
Kill
keeping
stealer.
count?
Crap. I'm gonna run a perception check on those stairs and see if they're what kind of condition they're in.
They're intact, but slick and treacherous.
I'm alone.
Watch out for those paint cans.
They're covered in ball bearings.
Yes.
I'm gonna move down here and let me know if I need to run a freaking athletics check.
Nope. You do hear, as you start to go down the steps, you do hear a shuffling sound from around the corner.
Peek around the corner.
Let's see.
Alright, I'm gonna run a perception check on this room.
Hold on.
Guess this is where you roll ball bearings down the steps.
Okay.
After
Yeah, this room is debris covering the northern wall. It's also crumbling as you come down here. There are small stones cascading with every step you take. In this room, almost as if they're waiting for you, are 4 figures. And much like the others you've seen, they're all dead. The first is tall and thin and dressed in dirty robes that were once red. It's got patches of long blonde hair still clinging to its scalp. The second is dressed in boiled leather and looks like it was once a halfling. But most of its face is gone and there's just bone beneath. Third is a tall man in rusted chainmail. He's got a scabbard at his hip but no sword. His jaw is slowly working as he spots you. He's chewing on what's left of his tongue. And the fourth is an old dwarf. He's well armored. He's got a long white beard that's soaked and matted. One eye socket is totally empty. The other is a pure white. And they see you.
Oh, my stealth check was not good. Roll initiative.
Roll initiative, everybody, please.
Come on, 20s. My roll not go through?
It did. I think. No, okay, there we go.
I've been crushing my init rolls, but
Yeah.
there's no way I should be going that soon. I'm not very fast.
They are very slow.
Wise.
Okay, so my turn.
Your turn.
I bone out as far as I can possibly go. What's that, like 60?
60.
I can't see the drag and drop thing.
You could attack and run.
No, he's using his action for a full sprint.
Oh, gotcha.
That's not showing me how far that is.
Yeah, we have free control back on. I think he has to turn on locked or whatever.
Yeah, I can lock you.
Right there. Okay, so how do I do this drag thing? Just okay. So there's, god damn it. There's 35. I can get to there basically. Yeah?
Yep. Everybody else, you hear the sound of Logan jogging back up the hallway.
I found our friends.
It's a deceptive call for battle.
Oh, good.
I found your friends, I should
Oh,
say.
oh, good. So we all run toward him.
Shall I break out the rations?
It's his turn.
I'm gonna move over here.
It's like I have two
Funny.
fucking hit points, man.
Hey, man, if you got up on the dais, wouldn't you get like some height on them? Does that help?
Oh yeah. I didn't
I don't
I
think-
didn't think about elevation.
I don't think elevation matters in D&D, does it?
In 5e, there's no elevation rule, no.
Oh, okay.
In theory, you can debate with the DM that somebody is not blocking your line of sight for cover if you're elevated. That's really the advantage.
Yes.
Yeah,
That would
it's
be
still
fair.
probably a good move.
Yeah, I'll just stay with it.
I'll move there and just prep for the coming festivities.
I think that's as far as I can move because Fitz is there. Is that correct?
Let's see. 5, 10, 20, 25. Yep.
Keep in mind, these are not regular villagers.
Yeah, they're gonna be like level fucking 3 adventure zombies.
Right, exactly.
I'm going to move over here and inspire Torgrim with a song. And then prepare for whatever's coming around the corner.
Okay.
Your turn. Vince.
Can I reserve my action to fire at whoever comes around the corner? Or when they
Okay.
come around the corner? Okay. Do I just pass my turn then?
Yep. Basically, you're taking the ready action and you're just saying, when something comes around the corner, I'm going to use my reflex to shoot him in the face.
I'm prepping my spit attack.
Okay.
We need some AoE up in this bitch.
Move there and ready an attack when something comes in the air. Factory line assemble. Definitely don't want to get in the way of the archers if I can avoid it though.
Mm. Well, are they coming, or I turn to Logan, kind of like,
Oh, they're coming.
very well.
Pretty slippery down there, so it may take a while, but they're coming. And draw my weapon and get ready to thwack whatever comes around that corner.
So far, nothing's coming. Assume you guys wait a while, all readied up to nail anything that comes around the corner. But you don't hear anything coming closer.
And I'll just look to Logan. What did you see down there?
Are we still in combat? Or no?
Well, hard to say.
Because I need to spit if it's going to be more than a minute of waiting time.
Yeah, you may just have to spit. Well, it's like a minute, right? So
Yeah, so far it's been, 10 seconds. Logan just got back here.
Okay.
Well, I saw a priest in a red robe, a halfling, a dwarf, and a guy in some old armor missing his sword, chewing his tongue off. And from what you guys tell me, I believe those might be your friends down there.
Are they all dead?
For sure.
Yeah, you're coming close to needing to spit.
Spit on those boulders.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I'll step out in the hall and spit, but that makes sense. I can spit into the boulders there.
$66 boulder damage.
Caves collapse and murder everybody. Okay, after a moment, I'll sheathe my sword. Maybe they're guarding with something down there, and they won't attack unless we go near them.
Yeah, it's possible I didn't stick around long enough for them to make any kind of a movement towards me, but they definitely saw me. Unaware if they were following or not.
We can't keep dragging Fitz around. He's in poor shape. He's bleeding to death over there.
Yeah.
We should try to fortify ourselves here and figure out our next step. We have 2 entrances here. We can watch both of them.
I need some time to regenerate my mystical energies.
How are you handling short rest, by the way, Dor? They're 30 minutes, right?
Yes, 30 minutes.
I suggest we get everybody over to the dais. Those who are healthy, stay vigilant towards the entrances to this room and let our wounded heal.
Yes, let us rest over on the dais, and one of you each watch the hallway for oncoming whatever's zombies or whatever these things are.
Let's unlock the tokens.
Okay, Amir will come over here so we can see down this hallway, but plant his back against one of the steps of the dais and sink down to his butt. Just kind of relax.
Going farthest point away from any entrance to this room.
Torquem's actually going to move back a little bit further and ready his crossbow.
I don't think when you short rest, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think people who are actually attempting the short rest can do any sort of like ready to attack actions or anything, right? Like they just have to focus on resting. So if you want to get the benefit of short rest, I think you have to like legit relax.
I don't think I actually thought about it. I don't think I actually get spells back by short resting. I think it's a long rest, right?
It depends on the spell, but probably, yeah.
I think it's the same for me.
Realistically, Alton and I will only be able to get second wind back and heal.
Yeah, it's better than nothing.
Alright, so we'll call that a short rest. Anyone who wants to spend a hit die can do so.
Yeah, definitely will. How do hit dice work? You just drag them and drop them?
Yeah, you just drag the hit die out into the chat window and it'll roll it for you.
Cool. And I'll save second wind for a combat. You might need to use your second wind.
I didn't get the recovery message though.
You didn't roll a hit die.
Oh, I didn't? I thought I did.
Is that
very
It's all the way at the bottom of the
HD.
screen.
Yeah, you have to drag it out of the box that says HD and there's a 1 over it and then drop it in the chat.
I don't have any box that says HD1.
It's on the very main page.
Very bottom of the front sheet of your character sheet, to the left of your
Ah,
hit saves.
gotcha.
That's a little better.
You're not dying.
Nobody else is damaged, I don't think, right?
Nope. All right, that's better.
Do you think we should push on down? I think we need to at least put their bodies to rest.
Yeah, I would agree.
There's a passageway behind us we still haven't gone down either, though. Cleric may be in this facility somewhere, these tunnels.
Let me.
It's possible we could circle around to the other side as well.
Take them from both sides. Yeah, good. I'm gonna run that stealth check and kind of just peek around this corner real quick. See what we got going on this side.
Long corridor.
Love them long corridors.
Are the stairs down or up? I assume they're down.
They're down.
I'm assuming they're all gonna go to the same lower floor that everything else is on. Peek around this corner too.
So this room opens up wide, and the ceiling goes up and up and up and rises up higher. There's a line of debris from a fallen column laying across the floor at an angle. There were 4 columns in here once. You can just faintly make out some carvings on the 3 columns that are still standing, but it's hard to see. There's dirt everywhere, and spider webs crisscrossing the place all over.
Okay. I'm gonna run an investigation, see if there's anything else I might be missing.
Nothing else you can see from the door.
You want me to reroll a stealth roll, or you want me to just slowly move in?
Are you going in? You don't have to reroll unless you're going to change your behavior somehow.
Walk over to the base of this column and see if I can read anything.
Okay, roll investigation. There's pictures of some god. This looks like it was some kind of a shrine. But as you sort of move your hand to clear away some of the moss, to make out the carving a little bit better, it catches on one of the spider webs.
I don't understand what you mean by that.
I think he's dropping a big spider on you.
Probably, yeah.
5,000 spiders fall from the ceiling.
Right.
No, just 6.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Run away! Run away!
Those look friendly.
Yeah, I will slowly back out of that room. Go that way.
No, you... let's... Hold on.
Spiders are
Lock
fast.
those tokens.
You didn't say they saw me.
As soon as you touched the web, they knew exactly where you were.
Okay. Roll initiative.
Yep. They're about the size of your hand. They're not giant spiders.
Okay.
But
Seem
they're
like
big enough.
Giant spiders to me.
That's a more reasonable initiative for me, I think.
think that's about the lowest initiative I could possibly roll.
Yeah. Take 1 piercing damage as a tiny little spider leaps onto your hand, sinks its fangs into your flesh. Go ahead and give me a Constitution save.
Fucking asshole spiders. At least they're babies. So far.
That's too late to give it to you, but there's a potion of poison resistance we have in the party loot.
Dwarves don't care about poison. They already resist. Or are immune, I think, actually.
It's advantage against poison and resistance to the damage.
I see.
Another one tries to get at you, but its fangs get caught on your leather armor. How's everybody back here in the resting room doing?
It's Fitz's turn.
Do I hear anything?
All's well.
He hasn't gone yet, so
I don't
all
think
he
he's
knows.
shouted or anything.
Yeah, it hasn't been my turn yet. Spiders came out of the ceiling and just started biting me.
Just snoozing.
I mean, I'll go ahead and allow you to make a reflex action to yell when you get bit by a spider. That's legit.
I will do that. Ow, fucker.
So you hear Logan drifting up from the stairwell to the north. He seems to be in some distress.
You got this, Fitz. To shoot the spiders with your arrows. Shouldn't be hard.
How big are those spiders?
Size of your hand.
Yeah,
Move
about the
there.
size of your hand, maybe a little bigger.
I got this shit under control.
Did that Constitution save me from getting poison?
Yes.
No? Hey, all right, man.
You can always use your. Don't forget your second wind if you need to, Fitz.
Oh, yep. Okay. See, but I don't. Do I know there's spiders there?
No.
I just
No.
hear 'em. Okay.
You just heard me all.
All right. I just heard you yell. I got plans though.
I'll whip my head around to the sound. By the All-Father, I'll grunt, pull myself up from my rest, and draw my sword and head that direction. Actually, I don't think I can make that corner. So just
Next,
up
you need 10 to go through Fitz, and then another 5.
You haven't realized the fun part yet, Waffle. When you try to run from them, they get attack of opportunity on you. They'll
Mhm.
bite you again.
What is the disengage action again?
You basically take an action, and it allows your movement for that round to not provoke attacks of opportunity.
Yep,
There
it's
you go.
the run away. I don't think everybody can disengage, can they?
They can, yes.
Rogues do it for free, though, or something, right? As a bonus
Rogues
action.
can do it as a bonus action instead of an action, yeah.
That may be wise.
Go ahead and give me a Constitution save.
It's not the bite that sucks, it's the poison.
Successfully
I'm
saved.
a little worried by the numbers next to these spiders' names. Spider 17.
It randomly generates those, thankfully.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that there's 17 spiders.
Without knowing for sure what's going on, I'm gonna stick to my post and keep looking down that hall until I get some kind of sign that I need to come help.
Christ. Okay, I'm going to use that disengage action.
Okay. In this case, disengage involves furiously slapping spiders off of you.
Furiously slap spiders away from me. Goddamn things. And move up to the stairs over here.
I don't think you moved that far, actually.
You can move 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. You get there. That's 25, and then I guess you have 30, so you can go. Yeah.
That's fine.
You come running out yelling spiders, spiders, or anything.
Yep. Spiders. Wonder if they have any kind of a saving throw versus range for being so small. Shoot, it fits.
Do we have any way to quickly make fire? Should I know that?
Trying to use those
Fucking
flasks.
oil flask.
What you should do is you should coat your ball bearings in oil, and then
You throw
light
the
them on
oil
fire.
flask. It covers a 5x5 square for 2 rounds, doing 5 damage to anything that passes through it.
Yeah, that's pretty badass.
Save that for the frickin' zombies. Spiders out of the way.
I think we have 2 of them.
Oh, hey, there we go. I mean, you could light a torch.
I don't know how all those actions would work.
You get one person to light a torch and another person to grab it and throw it, and another person to throw the oil flask. It would basically decimate all the spiders, so like we're good.
I don't know that. This thing's gonna have 30 hit points for all we know.
No. Door is not evil.
But it is 2 o'clock. So on that note, we can decide what to do about the spiders next week.
Sounds good.
Think of your battle strategy.
Get our spider strategy together. Whole week to think about it.
How does we do a spider?